And so it's New York with it. 6-point game. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
On the court for the Hornets, Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Jefferson is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Henderson in at the 3 slot. Here's Walker. The Knicks making the shot. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. No good on the 3.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
And again, it's New York.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
Hornets trail by 12. Stevenson passes to Jefferson. Henderson kicks to Walker. Again, the miss by Walker.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Calderon with it. Pass to Smith. And Prigioni kicks to Smith. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Henderson dishes to Stevenson. Here's Jefferson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jefferson's got 14 points here in the second half.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
To the paint. Here's Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having the choice, I think, is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
And New York making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Cody Zeller's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And for Carmelo, there was no question the Knicks would offer him a full max contract. A bigger contract than any other team could offer. But given their struggles, it still had to be a tough decision for him.
Now here's Henderson. Misses the 3. Now here's Anthony. Pulls it from the elbow. That one goes. Count it. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark? Well, kind of ironic that Melo said he wanted to experience free agency. If he just waited and signed with the Knicks in July back in 2011, that team would have been left with a lot more assets and players who could have helped him win.
The Knicks leading by 12. Calderon kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Calderon. Passes it to Anthony. Stoudemire outside. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Henderson passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Out to the right wing. Goes up the baseline. The Knicks pull it in. Stoudemire's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Calderon. And that one's good. Calderon's got the lead up to 14 now for New York.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Walker. Dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist from outside the arc, and he gets it to go. 16 points now in the game for Walker.
That's his first 3-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. D'Alembert dishes to Calderon. Now the pass to D'Alembert. 4 on the clock, and he uses the glass on the layup.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Jefferson kicks to Zeller. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Anthony. Anthony right side. Fires from 14, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Well, this win gives them a victory in round one of what's basically a 4-game fight between these teams this season.
And it will be a fight, Steve. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra meaning for the players.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for Anthony. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on defense that put them in the driver's seat.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Smith checked in for Dallenberg. Amon Shumpert has come in for Anthony. Hardaway's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Gary Neal's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Here's Larkin. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. Tell us about the strategy for the team coming into the game tonight and what the focus was.
Our game plan was come out, be more physical with them, keep penetrating, get open shots, and everybody was just telling me, you know, play with ease and play confident, and like I do in practice, and I'll be fine, and that's what I did the second half.
J.R., appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr.